Moscow, you know, is a big urban cultural city. The years 92 to 98 were years of great change. So there was booming business. There were so many Westerners there. There was, you know, other than the war in Chechnya was going on the time I was there, it was a very kind of like positive time, dramatic time of change, where there was, you know, the Russians I was working with were traveling abroad for the first time, really becoming citizens of the world. Stores, cultural exchange, businesses, it was very much changing, becoming more like the rest of the world, but it was still quite different. If you got outside of Moscow, you know, you could travel half an hour outside of the city and feel like you're in the 19th century. You know, we rented a dacha outside the city, and you know, there was an outhouse, not a toilet. There was electricity, and you know, old babushkas and the old people, and some of the city, you know, regional cities, provincial cities felt very different. You know, not 19th century, but just not like the rest of the world as much as Moscow started to feel. And now I went back to Moscow for the first time in 21 years last May, and it's so different. I mean, the city is sparkling and renovated and very, it doesn't feel quite as, the center of the city is so, it's a little sterile. It feels like a showpiece, but it's beautiful, and the parks have public Wi-Fi and clean bathrooms, and there's, you know, city bike type things and falafel, and I mean, it's, you get a very young, very hip, very different kind of place than it used to be.